What is up, guys? Welcome back to a whole new series, and this is going to be a different little series, and it is going to be called The History Of, and I'm going to be doing kind of reviews, I guess, on a franchise or a certain game, and it's going to be the history of Lego games, the history of Lego Batman games, the history of Mario Party games, the history of da-da-da-da-da, and today is the history of Rayman Raving Rabbids games. So first off, we got Rayman Raving Rabbids, you know, the OG classic that I played on my channel. Then we got Rayman Raving Rabbids 2, another good classic, probably the best one of the series, Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party. We also have Rabbids Go Home, Raving Rabbids Travel Through Time, or Travel in Time, and the Wii U version, Rabbid Land. So, I'm just gonna give my personal take on each of the games and show a little bit of gameplay. If you want to check out Rabbids 1, 2, or 3, slash the original 2 and TV Party, they're on my channel. And if you want to see Rabbids Land, you can check that out also on my channel. That's really it. So let me just grab Rabbids for a sec. Let me just grab them 1 second. Alright, so Rayman Raving Rabbids, you know, pretty cool. I like the cover a lot. So what you do, if you haven't seen my gameplay, I'm going to show you a little bit at the beginning. In just a few seconds, I'm going to give a little showcase of each game. So what you do in here is there are multiple games slash mini games you have to do. Rayman gets trapped in the Coliseum of Rabbids, and the only weapon slash tool he uses is a plunger. If you want to look at it sideways, I don't know why you would. And he has to free the glow boxes and free himself from the Rabbids. Rayman Raving Rabbids 2. I mean, pretty similar storyline. Rabbids kind of rampage throughout the entire world. They go through Asia, they go through America, they go through Europe, they go through Africa, Hawaii, all these crazy places, and Rayman has to try and stop them. Again, it's a whole bunch of fun little mini games. Like in America, you play some football, American football. In Asia, you play Rabbid School and baseball. In Hawaii, you play some volleyball. It's just a fun little set of mini games. And, you know, always good to have some of those if you get bored. Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party. I did say earlier, personally, this is the best game because a lot of things, like, there's... Okay, now I'm going to say this a lot. There's mini games. Like, that is their strong point. Mini games is, like, their thing. Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party. This is the first time they added a Wii balance board. So if you had one, thanks to Wii Fit Trainer or whatever, you can use that in here. As you can see, you can dance, you can ride a moose down a snow hill, you can wrestle. There's just a bunch more mini games. You play, eat, so... Okay, let me just give you the storyline first so you can understand more. So, Rayman is running away from the Rabbids like usual, and, he runs to this little shack. The Rabbids get stuck in a TV, quite literally with this picture right here, and he is stuck with the Rabbids. He cannot leave. He has tried to destroy the TV, to leave, everything, and the Rabbids just keep coming back. So he has tried everything to get the Rabbids away, and he is trying to turn on different channels, and every different channel is a minigame that you can play. Alright, so my least favorite of the series is the next one, Rabbids Go Home. Now this has nothing to do with minigames. This is a 100% complete storyline base. And maybe that's why I don't like it. I don't know. But what you do, it can be a two-player game, is that the Rabbids are just in a junkyard and they're like, you know, look, the moon is up there. We have all this junk. We can just pile it up in the background and build it to the moon. That is our home over there. And every rabbit agrees, you know, with their boys. So they realize it's not enough, and they go through the city, through museums, through shopping malls, just through the entire neighborhood slash world that they live in, trying to find enough trash to build up all the way to the moon. Because for some reason, they think that's their home, I guess? Anyway, the next one is Travel Through Time. This is probably my second least favorite, only because, they are back to minigames in here. So, you really don't get a lot of storyline in this one. Rabbids travel through time, or travel in time. What you do is, the Rabbids are in the museum, and they jump into paintings. They can jump into the Titanic, into discovering electricity, into the Mona Lisa, into King Arthur. There's co-op minigames, there's single-player minigames. You can go head-to-head with your friend, or if you want to, team up to beat the computer Rabbids. There's different categories as platforming, shooting, co-op, flying, and there is one more that I can't remember at this time. Sorry about that. And if you want to, there's like dancing minigames like throughout the museum. You can just do whatever you want to do with that. I mean, it's a pretty cool game. I just never really got into it. So, yeah. And probably, I gotta say, this has jumped up into I would have to say, second favorite game of the Rabbid franchise. Rabbids Land for the Wii U. Perfect party game? Yes. You can play up to 4 players, I'm pretty sure. You have the Wii U gamepad, you can have Wiimotes, 2 players. You have the Wiimote, you have, and the gamepad. They're really good with co-op, like, if it's just you and your friend, they're really good at making games like that. You go throughout, there's really not a storyline to this one either, so you go throughout a, what's it called? Amusement park, that's what it's called. So you go throughout an amusement park playing random mini games. You go to different parts. You go to this octopus ride. You go to the fast food restaurant, or the fast food, quote-unquote, restaurants. You just go to restaurants, really. You go to different things. Some of them you have to have 2 players versus 2 players. Some of them you have to do 1v1, head-to-head. Sometimes it's all just like crazy. Sometimes you co-op and work together. It's just a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a real fun game, I gotta say. What the objective is you're on a board. Again, you can go watch the series if you want. You're on a little game board, and you try and win 20 trophies and get back to the middle as fast as possible. So what you really want to do is beat the computers, but if you can't do that, then if you can do that, then you also want to beat your friend, that would be a major plus. So, I'm just going to give a review of these games, and then we will come back at the end, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this series of History of. Anyway, let's get started with the first game. Alright, so here is the first game. So you get this little scene, and as you can see, they do have little black bars on the side. So anyway, the mini games that you can play, you can do this, and you can customize Rayman as much as you like with different kind of styles. Disco, Granny, Gothic, just regular. We're just going to go with regular, just for now. And then you can play all sorts of mini games with your friends if you want. Bunny Hunt. This is the shooty game with your little plunger. You go around finding the bunnies and you shoot them. You got Workout. This is a lot of shaking with the Wiimote and such. You got Precision, which requires accuracy, remembering stuff, memory games, and a lot of that kind of crap. Skill, you need to be very, very precise, very, very, you just gotta have your mind only set on this. If something's distracting you, you cannot do skill. Gotta say. And then you have a few races where you race on hogs and try and beat the bunnies. Also, one more thing is you get different songs like, Bunnies Love Disco, Bunnies Are Raving Mad, Bunnies Da La Ba Ba, like la 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 da 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 dum ba da da dee dum. Bunnies just want to have fun, and all these different dancing stuff. And then the story mode, let me just give you a little rundown right now. It's gonna be AAA, because why not? Yes, we want to say that. Sure, just let them see the storyline. I'll be quiet for the storyline so you can see it.
Whoa. Whoa. Hmm? Mm-hmm.
And there you go, that's the storyline. Rayman's friends, also known as glow boxes, get kidnapped by the Rabbids, and you are their entertainment. I got too psyched up for that, sorry. Allergies. I don't know, my throat has been acting weird today. So, you get 4 different categories. You need 3 to go into the major gate, and if you want a customization item, you go do the 4th. It's just a bunch of set of mini-games, and it's real fun. If you don't have this game, I would recommend getting it. It's just a fun little party game. I think, actually, you can go to, I think on Amazon, it's like, you can get it for like, anywhere from $5 to $15, which is not bad at all. So, if you can, I would recommend getting this game. It's a lot of fun, and if you want to check it out on my channel, I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description.
Live from Paris. The planet is currently waking up to a truly historic event. Large yellow submarines have been identified around the globe. Who are they? Where do they come from? And what do they want? The world leaders are currently preparing emergency calls to try to identify.
And that's the storyline for the second game. Well, I mean, we still got a little bit of storyline. Well, that's the main thing. Rabbids taking over the world in their little submarines. They're yellow submarines, man. Rabbids super secret headquarters. Man, it looks super secret, man. I'm glad they showed me that it was super secret. So, he's disguising himself as a rabbit, just in case you couldn't realize it. Okay, so in case you don't know what's happening, the Rabbids are getting hypnotized, and you can do all of this. You play baseball, you do math. Well, not really, you don't do math. You serve food, you play football, like I said, all this stuff, and they're getting hypnotized to do this stuff because the Rabbids are going to travel all over the world doing this stuff. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so he's going to use the game disc 1. I have a different version, but he's going to use the first game disc. And just to see if Rayman is Rayman or a rabbit. And he trust Rayman because of the blah. And it says, enjoy your invasion. So the Rabbids are sending off more and more submarine aircrafts, like, you know, every so often to try and rule the world. That's a good loading screen. That just wraps up the storyline right there in 5 seconds. It wraps it up. All right, so you can customize your own trips. Go on trips where like you go to a certain place and play like 6 of the 9 actual mini games. You can free play, or you can just pick them, or you can go to the plaza where you can dance with the jukebox, like so. You can play the arcade shooting mini games like in the last one, or customize your character, which was a big step for them, and I think that was really, really cool. So you can pick any character, and let's just play, I mean, we don't need to play, I'll just show you some different mini games. Like, you can sit in the car, be Spider-Man, sit in a movie theater and call people. There's, like, different mini games where you actually move, and just mini games where you memorize. It's really fun. I really like this game. This is probably my 3rd favorite of the entire Rayman Raving Rabbids franchise, and I think it's really cool. You get to go to US, Europe, Asia, South America, and the tropical, also known as Hawaii. So, anyway, on to TV Party. And there you go. The storyline of the 3rd game. It's not much of a storyline, but it's a storyline. So they get stuck up, see? This is real cool. Like, they just mess with the TV. It's really cool. So we're just gonna pick this guy, because why not? Alright. So, you can have up to 3 different profiles. You can train yourself and play different stuff. You can play party mode, which is up to 4 players. You can have the world contest, which I guess is you play, you post your high score up there. And the most fun solo mode, so as you can see, it says Monday. You get to play up to a week. You just play like 7 a.m. to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10. And you just play all these different minigames. Like, let me click this one. Like, let me just show you. See, you get trash TV. What is this? I think this is the, what is this called? Like, you get the movie one, you get, the dancing channel, you get the song channel, you get the macho channel, you get the, bidding channel, the movie channel, like I said, and the extreme channel, I think it's called. So you just get to play different minigames from each different channel, and it's really, really fun. Again, I'm going to leave all of the playlist in the description below so that you guys can see me and Andrew play these games. Rabbids Go Home. So I'm just gonna create a new game. This is the only one that I didn't play on the channel. So let's just play. This is the only one I didn't play on the channel, only because me and Asia really don't like this game. There's not much. I mean, okay. Me and Asia like this game. We just don't like it as much. Come on. For an object unidentified, the game is played with a rabbit inside the Wii mode. What? You can communicate with a rabbit by shaking and turning the Wii remote. Dude, this is so fun. Press A to start the adventure. So there is a rabbit inside your Wii mode, apparently. That's the rabbit you get to customize. And here is the storyline. And there's your little rabbit. See, and they originally get the idea because rabbits are sleeping on type of light poles. That they get the idea. It's like, hey, that is the biggest light pole, which obviously they don't understand. It's the moon. And they're like, yeah, dude, we can do that. See, all we have to do is build up all of our pile of junk in this junkyard, get on top of it, and we can live there. Obviously, they don't get the concept of, you know, actually everything. All they want to do is sleep up there. It's not really, like, you know, the smartest idea, but, you know, we'll let them dream. Yeah, the rabbits are like, yeah, dude, we're totally do that. Everyone, get together. And what you do is you just, the whole game, you move around in a shopping cart, scaring people and grabbing the items. Your team is ready. You can start adding stuff to your pile. Hurry up, hold A to accelerate and catch up with the rest of the crew. So what you really do is just you go into town. I'm not going to show you this gameplay, but you can go into town and you just kind of ride around. You just ride around to see how much stuff you can gather to help you build stuff to get to the moon. So, yeah. And they're like, guys, we need 50 stuff so we can start adding to the pile. So they're like, alright guys, over here, let's go. So, again, main objective is just to, like, you know, get all the stuff that you can and hope that, oh, okay, let's add these guys. So you just get all the stuff that you can in hopes that you can get enough crap to go to the moon. That's really it. There's not much I need to say. And certain items, you'll get cutscenes like this. Well, boom. Now he has an octopus face. And also, that little rabbit that's inside your Wii remote is your customizable rabbit. Again, they kept the customization option available since it did so well in the second game. And yeah, you just kind of ride around, collect some stuff, go into the city, all that jazz. So, I don't think I need to show you anymore. So, yeah, that's really it. And this is the only game that won't be down in the description below because I didn't play this game. I didn't play a series for Travel in Time, but I did play an episode, so I will show you that. Anyway, since I mentioned it, on to Rabbids Travel in Time. And that's the storyline of Rabbids Travel in Time. So what you do is you get your little rabbit and you just walk through one of these doors like this one. And you just, like, you know, customize all this stuff. Actually, I'm going to go back into a profile I already made so I can show you even more stuff. I am a pirate in this one, and here we go. See, gamer? Here I am. So, what you can do in this game is of the following. You can play all these types of games, and what you can do is you go back in time, you ruin the Titanic, you ruin King Arthur, you can ruin finding coal as fast as people did, you could ruin the Mona Lisa, you just ruin all these types of stuff, all these types of things, and you play minigames, obviously, because that is what they're good at. And you just travel through time and mess everything up, which is, you know, really cool. And yeah, you saw it right. It was a time-traveling washing machine. Don't ask me why. I wish I could make this stuff up. Okay, and on to the last game, Rabbids Land. And there you go, Rabbids Land. So, in the board game, you know, you just collect trophies as it says trophy race, and you just try and collect as many trophies as you can. And then we have all these mini games: Nile the Crocodile, the Pirate's Precious Jewels, Ducky Paddle, Can't Stand the Heat, Pyro Bang, Star Cheat Discovery, all this stuff. Ghost Suck, The Gift of Taking, Check Your Booty, One Buckle to Rule Them All. One Ring to Buckle Them All, sorry. So anyway, it's a really, really fun game. If you have the Wii U, and you don't have this game, and you really want a good party game, family-friendly, and not too boring, and can get really competitive, or just casually play it, pick up Rabbids Land. I think at starting price it was like $50. I think you can get it for like 30 or something now. Price has gone down a lot, so, you know, just helps out for you. So, yeah, so you can, like, it's a really fun game. You get to customize your rabbit in the board game, and it's just a real fun game. Just trust me on it. You can play co-op games, you can play skill games, you can play precision games, accuracy games, rhythm games, and all of this happens, like, you know, just gotta check it, man. I mean, I'm just saying. It's really, really freaking fun. I guarantee you'll like this game. If you don't, no money back. Sorry, I don't give out money. I'm not rich like that. Very, very sorry. Alright, and there is the history of Rayman Raving Rabbids. This is probably my personal favorite, followed by Rabbids Land, followed by the original game. You know, it's always got to be in the top 3. Rayman Raving Rabbids 2, followed by Traveled in Time, and then going to Rabbids Go Home. Now, I gotta say, just really, Most games, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Now, it did kind of drastically drop, but, you just gotta, some games, you can't like them all. So, that's why I like these two the best. And then the third one would be, obviously, the original game. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of The History of. Boom. Boom. If you did, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more history ofs and gaming videos. Like I said before, all of these videos will be in the description below, even the travel and time episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, stay awesome, and goodbye.